Hey, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. So today what I'm going to be doing is a September budget layout and then cash stuffing for the first week of September. So let's go ahead and get started. I think you can see it from here. So I've already filled this out. So just to walk you through it, the top part up here is income. I do have a line for incremental income, but I do not fill that in until the end of the month because things that I do could be canceled. I am selling on Mercari and Facebook Marketplace. So the only income that I actually budget for is our pension. So my husband and I are both drawing a pension. We retired, semi-retired, because we both still do kind of some side things. So our total income for the month will be $7,836. That's without any incremental income. So for groceries, I budgeted $700. That's kind of what I've been running. I was closer to $600 last month for August, but I'm going to keep it at $700. $300 for eating out, $200 for spending. I did bring that up. Gas for $250, household for $50. My mom, I'm rolling over from last month. Medicine at $100, which probably isn't going to be enough, but we'll see. Miscellaneous at $50, entertainment at $100, and personal care at $200. And I just realized I did not make my entertainment envelope, so that's going to go back into date night. And then on this side, everything over here are bills. So pretty much they're all pretty fixed. The things that are not fixed for me, first of all, is medical insurance. At the end of my last video, my August week 4, if you have not seen that video, I talked about the fact that our insurance company is no longer providing insurance policies. And so we switched policies, but because of the backlog with all the people coming from Thin Blue Line, which was our insurance provider, to the state retirement insurance program, we haven't gotten a final number yet. So I'm budgeting $1,900. It'll be pretty close to what we had before, but any excess of this from our new rate will go into our medical savings account. And then everything else is pretty much our standard. For electricity, I budgeted $460 this month. That's about what it's running. Natural gas at $30. Water, I should have my water bill by now, but I don't, at $110. And then everything else is pretty much the same every single month. So our total bills is $4,439. What you do not see on my budget is a mortgage. Our house is paid off. We don't have any debt, so car payment, credit cards, anything like that. I do use one credit card and I pay that off at the end of each month. So this is just really more our living expenses at this point. So up at this top right here, there's formulas. This is an Excel spreadsheet. So our income at $48.36, our bills at $44.39. Cash envelopes, which is our lifestyle over here, is $19.50, and that leaves us $1,447 for sinking funds, and that is a zero-based budget. So on our sinking funds, I put $400 a month aside for Christmas, $360 a month for auto maintenance and registration. My cash envelopes for $387, I'll kind of show you where that comes from. Vacation for $200 because we are going on vacation. And then I leave $100 in my account just for a buffer for savings. And that's $1,447. So when I look at my envelopes that I'm going to fund, there was not many. $387 is really low as far as anything that's incremental. So I'm not doing my birthday this month. I'm putting $100 towards my husband's birthday. My daughter and son-in-law get $100, and then my other daughter's family gets $100, and then planning for $87. So that right there is $387. And the reason why I keep funding planning is that I will be buying a new planner for 2026. So may not be enough. I might need to use some incremental income as well. So once I decide on the totals for my categories, I put them here. Then I just decide what increments of money I want to pull out. So this column needs to match this column, and then these two numbers need to match. So that's kind of how I calculate how I break down the numbers. So on a lot of these, for example, gas, my average time I fill up is $55. So when I break out the money for gas, I kind of want it to be in those kind of increments. Makes it easy for me to pull it and put it back into my back to bank. And then at this bottom right here, and this has got really messy, and I should have probably reprinted it, but I did not. My back to bank was more than the 2040, and I ended up not having to pull only $50 from my account, because my money that was my back to bank money from last month funded this month. So I just move it over, the cash over, and then I take money in my account and I pay that to my credit card. So it's just kind of the way I've done this program. I've been doing this since 2019. So when I very first started cash stuffing, I kind of built up that cushion into the account so that I could float the money all month long and still pay my card on time. And then I calculate down here to make sure everything matches. So we should have $2,677. We're going to go ahead and count that. I'm going to put this to the side so that I can see how I had broken it out. So for $100 bills, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 800. So for 50s, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 50. For 20s, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89. So 920s. In tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. So 200 in tens. And then in fives, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 120. And then in ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put the extra one over there. Plus 7. So 2,677. So we are right. Okay. Always start with this black binder. This is what I consider my envelope, or would be my cash envelope, the one that if I were to be a cash spender, this is the one I would take with me, but I do not take it with me because I use my credit card and then pay myself back. So groceries is getting 700, and I did that by 4 100s, 4 50s, 4 20s, and 4 5s. So I average at 175 a week, and some weeks more, some weeks less, depends if we do a Costco run or not. 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 5, 550, 6, 620, 640, 660, 680, 85, 90, 95, 700. Now we are going on vacation for a week, So I more than likely will pull the $175 for the week that we're gone and put it in my vacation money. Eating out gets $300. And I did 10 20s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Six tens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 8 fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, the breakout is so that when I'm moving money back to my back to bank, I don't have to get so much change. So it should be 300. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 265, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300. And then in spending, I did 2 50s, which is very unlike me, and 5 20s. Probably thinking I would be putting this back into another category that I overspent in, but I'm just guessing. 20, 40, 60, 81, 150, 200. And then for gas, it's getting $2.50, so it's getting 4 50s. And 5 10s. So 51, 52, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. My tank is filled right now, so we'll see. Medicine is getting 100, and I did 4 20s and 2 10s. So for this category, I mentioned last month that we keep going over, and it's really not the medicine piece of it, it's the supplement piece of it. So vitamins and things like that. I purchased every one of my supplements last month. I don't think I have any prescriptions coming due, so $100 usually is enough. We'll see if we need to supplement that with incremental income. Self-care is getting 200, and self-care or personal care, no self-care, is manicures, pedicures, massage tip. And then I kind of start to build up. Every 10 weeks I get my hair cut and colored, and that's a little bit pricey, so I just try to kind of keep cushioning this category for things like that. I don't get manicures really anymore. I do them myself, but I do get at least 1 pedicure. I do get 1 massage a month, and then the rest kind of just is here to kind of build up. So 50... and then 6 20s, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 5s and 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be 200. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 175, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 200. This is the one envelope that I actually do not use my credit card for this. I use the cash. And I just find it's easier, and that way I can tip in cash and things like that. I did have $7 left from last month, so I'm just adding that back in. Date night is also supposed to be, I'm supposed to have 2 separate envelopes for date night and entertainment. I don't know if you saw my last video, but I forgot to make an envelope for this. So entertainment is getting 50. No, entertainment is getting 100. And that's 4 20s. And 2 10s. And entertainment for me personally is if I'm doing things with my daughters or my sisters or friends, and date night is when I'm out with my husband. But I did not fund date night with this, with our paychecks. That's going to have to be funded through incremental. 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay. So for right now, it's going to go into date night, but household is getting 50, and I did that 2 20s and a 10. We are getting ready to do some renovation on our house. We're putting in new countertops and all kinds of fun things, but that is not coming out of this envelope. That is a sinking fund that we have for house reno that we've been building for quite some time. My mom still has her 40, so I rolled that over. Miscellaneous is getting 50. And that is 2 20s and a 10. Rollover, this is just cash that I keep in here for cash stuffing, and back to bank is now empty. So that one is ready to go. This pink binder is kind of holidays, special occasions. I fund birthdays and Christmas year round. So I just take the total amount that I want to spend, divided by how many months I have to save it. And that's how I calculate what I'm putting into each envelope. So for my birthday, it's getting skipped. I've been spending too much money, so I'm skipping that one. For my husband's birthday, he's getting 100. He has 100. That's 200. Now his birthday is in September, but he's going to be out of town, so I have one more cash stuffing to add to this. The Deckers is my daughter and son-in-law. They have 300. They're getting another 100, so that's 400. So their anniversary and my son-in-law's birthday is in October, so that's when I'm making sure I have money for now. The Cars is my other daughter and her family. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're getting another 100, so now they have 600. I'm not funding any of these. No. Okay. And then in my kind of sinking long-term savings, HOA is getting 105. This is a quarterly bill. It's due in October. So instead of coming up with 295 in the month that it's due, I just put 105 aside every month for that. And then I'll put this back in the bank next month when that is due. Okay, now I've broken that envelope so many times. Pest control gets 35. Now we just had service, so we will need money. See, we had August, September, October, and November. Property taxes, no. So property taxes and our long-term insurance, we pay our insurance once a year, goes right to my Capital One savings account because they have much better interest. So on the first of the month, I do all of my transfers to Capital One. So Christmas is there. My car maintenance tags has an account. Annual bills, which is our homeowners insurance, our car insurance, has an account. Our property taxes have an account. And then I have other accounts like technology, my Etsy shop, things like that. So that's kind of where I add my long-term savings because I don't really want it here, not earning any interest. And I do get it is a high yield savings account. So those transfers are automatic on the first of the month. Vacation is getting 200, and I did it as 150, 620s, 4, 5, 6, 110, and 6 5s. No. 4 5s. Okay, let's see. 50, 70, 90, no, 50, yeah, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 165, 70, 75. Nope, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. 26. Okay, let's try this again. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 180, 185, 90, 95. I literally can't not count today. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, now we've got 200. So go in here. I do have money in here from last month. Okay, so now we have 51, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 435. I will update all my trackers off camera. Okay, and then this last money goes in my planning envelope, which again, I buy my planners online, but I overspend if I don't put money aside for it. So 50, 70, 80, 5, 87 is planning. And that is it. So I did accept hours this month for work for September because I really didn't get to fund all the accounts that I wanted to fund for my sinking funds. Plus, I knew going on vacation, I would want money for that. And then also building into October is always a really expensive month for us. Our HOAs due. It's my daughter's birthday. It's my son-in-law's birthday. It's my daughter and son-in-law's anniversary. So it's just a very expensive month for us. So I wanted to kind of start to build up a cushion going into the month of October so I had more money to put into sinking funds. So that is everything for this video. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not done so already, please consider subscribing and hit the button for all alerts for my videos. Thank you so much and have a great month. Bye.